Have you been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease stage 3 and wonder, what the heck does that mean? Don't worry. I'm going to talk about symptoms, treatment, and diet coming right up. Hello, kidney warriors. James here from Dadvice TV, and I am your online kidney health coach. And today we're going to talk about some of the fundamentals of chronic kidney disease. What are the common symptoms, the common treatment strategies, and diet to help you battle and beat chronic kidney disease. But before we get into that, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please click the little subscribe button, that bell icon right next to it, and become part of our community of people fighting kidney disease, kicking its butt, and getting better. Living life with lots of energy and not worrying about being forced onto dialysis. Now let's get into today's topic, chronic kidney disease. Now when you first get diagnosed, it's scary. There's going to be denial, confusion, ton of questions, and pretty much you're probably going to feel alone in a sea of all sorts of information out on the internet, especially conflicting information. Whatever you find on the internet that says do X, you're going to also find don't do X, it's bad for you. But it really comes down to what stage of chronic kidney disease are you in. Now this video is being designed for people who are pretty much new to my channel and new to chronic kidney disease. For those of you that have been following me for a long time and watching me just kick kidney disease's butt and get healthy right before your eyes, this may seem a little basic, but I want to get it out there. I want to help those that are just diagnosed because I get these questions asked all the time. So I'm taking the time and making you guys videos to kind of welcome you to the family. I know it's not a family you wanted to join, but the good news is we're all here. All of us with chronic kidney disease are a family. And you're now part of that family. And we're going to take care of you. We're going to help you. We're going to support you. We're going to provide all the inspiration you need to fight kidney disease and get better. First, let's take a look at the stages of chronic kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease is divided into 5 stages, from stage 1 to stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and finally, stage 5, also known as end-stage renal disease or kidney failure. Now, how do you know which stage you're in? Doctors use a blood test to measure your glomerular filtration rate, also known as your GFR. And your GFR goes on a scale from 0, your kidneys aren't working at all, it's as if they're not even there, all the way up to 120. Now, a lot of people think GFR is the exact amount of kidney function you have left. It's close, but not exact, but it's close enough that that's typically what most people do. They may say, I have a GFR of 50, so my kidneys are working at 50%. Well, they're actually just slightly below 50% if you really do the math, because GFR goes from 0 to 120, but it's close enough. And GFR is really the overall measurement, kind of the temperature of how your kidneys are working at removing toxins and waste from your blood. As those build up, all sorts of symptoms, and some of them worse than others, can start appearing. Now your GFR is not a constant number. It's fluctuating throughout the day. It can change based on not drinking enough. If you're getting dehydrated, it can drop down. The food that you eat, if you eat a great big giant steak last night, it's gonna lower your GFR because you just bombarded your kidneys with a lot of animal protein, a lot of creatinine created from that. So your GFR is gonna go down. And don't worry if I'm mentioning some technical terms that don't make sense yet. Just know it makes bad stuff in your blood that's going to start bringing your GFR down. If you exercise a lot, really strenuous exercise, you're doing some high intensity training or something like that, your GFR can go down. Now, your kidneys will start to catch up, filtering out the toxins and the waste, and then your GFR goes back up a little bit. But it varies constantly, kind of like the stock market throughout the day. And doctors like to look at your GFR across 3 months to finally determine what stage you are in. But you can look at a single GFR and say, hey, I'm in this stage. But if you're on the border, you really want to look at it again in 3 months and see where you're at, because maybe you went up or hopefully not down in your GFR. Now let's look at the GFRs that correlate to the different stages of kidney disease. Stage 1 is called kidney damage with normal kidney function, and your GFR will be 90 or higher. Stage 2 is a mild loss of kidney function, and its GFR is 89 down to 60. Now, stage 3 is usually broken up into 2 different pieces, 3A and 3B, and it is considered mild to moderate loss of kidney function. And 3A is a GFR of 59 down to 45, and 3B is a GFR of 44 down to 30. And then stage 4 is considered a severe loss of kidney function, and it covers a GFR range of 29 down to 15. And stage 5, the final stage, is known as kidney failure. This is where, if you are in stage 5, you have to make aggressive diet and lifestyle changes, or else you may need dialysis and a transplant. And the GFR for stage 5 is below 15. Now, most people who have chronic kidney disease and discover it, because 9 out of 10 people are not aware that they have kidney disease, discover it at stages 3, 4, or 5, because that's where the symptoms really start to show. At the earlier stages, it's easy to overlook the symptoms. Now let's look at the symptoms. High blood pressure, low blood count and malnutrition, unusual pains, and including numbness and tingling, especially in the hands and the feet, a decreased mental sharpness, an overall kind of general feeling of being unwell, fluid retention and swelling, especially in your arms, your hands, your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet, shortness of breath, kidney pain felt in the lower back, sleep problems, which could also include muscle cramping, and that can happen throughout the day, and restless legs, and urination changes, which includes foamy urination. And a lot of people think, oh, my urine is always foamy. What you need to do is when you urinate, there's going to be bubbles. Come back in 2 minutes. Are the bubbles still there? If they are, you've got foamy urine. And believe me, when you do have foamy urine, it's really obvious. You know about it. Also, your urine may be brown, kind of tea colored, and it may also come out looking just like blood. You also may urinate more or less. Now let's talk about the treatment goals. We want to evaluate your health and modify treatment as needed for any underlying conditions. Begin regular meeting with your kidney specialist, known as a nephrologist, and we want to try to slow down, halt, or even reverse the progression of your kidney disease. So what can you do? See your primary care physician regularly to discuss changes in your labs and symptoms you may be having. Also, get a referral to a nephrologist. This is that kidney specialist. And you'll want to meet with a renal dietitian to get on a more kidney-friendly diet. You want to learn about chronic kidney disease? Make healthy lifestyle changes like stop smoking, eating a well-balanced diet, exercising, reducing stress, and getting plenty of sleep. And always take medications as prescribed by your doctor, and always consult your doctor before adding or changing your medications or any supplements. So what about your diet? Reduce your protein consumption. And by this I mean less animal-based protein. You need protein, your body needs it, and your doctor will tell you what's the right amount, how many grams of protein you need every day, and try to get more of it from plant-based sources. Limit your phosphorus. This is something your kidneys usually take care of, but since you have reduced kidney function, it can start building up in your blood. So use your labs. Your blood test will tell you if you have too much phosphorus or too little, and adjust your diet to keep it right in the sweet spot. Also, you need to now start lowering and limiting your potassium. Now, at earlier stages, potassium could be helpful. Your kidneys and your body need potassium, and it does provide some protection. But as you moved through the stages, now you need to keep an eye on potassium and limit it. Similar to phosphorus, you want to use your labs, your blood work, to find out where you are so that you have enough potassium but not too much. Lower calcium consumption. Lower sodium for people with high blood pressure or fluid retention by cutting out processed and prepackaged foods. Most of those are just packed full of excess sodium. Take vitamins and mineral supplements such as iron, C, D, B6, B12, and folic acid. These are things that are common to be lacking in people who have chronic kidney disease. And if your BMI is above 30, that's your body mass index, work on lowering your daily caloric intake and start exercising more so you can get your BMI lower. Now, many transplant centers require a BMI below 35 or even 30 in order to be eligible to get a transplant. And I don't want anyone out there to need a transplant, but if you do, it's good to work now to get your BMI down so that you are not disqualified if you do need one. And there you go, a summary of chronic kidney disease for your stage. I covered common symptoms, treatment objectives, and a high level of some of the dietary needs and changes you need to make to help you fight chronic kidney disease and improve your kidney health. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment, click the subscribe button, and click that little bell so that you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. And if you know anyone who has chronic kidney disease or is living with someone who has chronic kidney disease, please share my videos. This is great information to help them and motivate them in making the changes they need to fight and kick kidney disease butt. You can do it. It can be done. I have done it. Now, sometimes it can be hard. You may say, I just can't give up this. I just can't stop that. I can't stop smoking. Here's my recommendation. If you need some motivation, beyond what I offer in these videos, volunteer at a local dialysis center. They're popping up everywhere. A bunch of them are franchise. They make a ton of money off of our illness, so they want us to keep getting sick. But go in there and volunteer. Go see what it's like to have dialysis. It's not the life you want. Talk to the people. Notice how they bring blankets in, but it's really warm there because as the machines are taking all the blood out, filtering it, and putting it back in, they're getting freezing cold, no matter how hot it is. Watch them having muscle cramps. Watch some of them pass out. Talk to them. And whatever you're having trouble giving up, ask them, hey, if you could go back in time, would you give up drinking sodas and eating unhealthy to avoid dialysis? They're going to provide you the motivation you need to make the lifestyle changes, to make the diet changes, to fight kidney disease and get better. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.